Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As always, John Farmer, James Wilson, you're with us on I Was Just Thinking podcast. Hit subscribe. Tell us what you think. Keep supporting. You know what I was thinking?
What were you thinking?
I was just thinking.
There it is. Easter egg for all you scholars out there.
That reminds me of that Family Guy. And there was something about, they said, oh, that's just about as annoying as when they put the name of the movie in the movie.
Yeah.
And they did some clip.
I remember.
That's still Magnolias for you. I was like,
I remember that bit. It was the one he was watching As Good as It Gets with Jack Nicholson, and he was just, I'm just wondering if this is as good as it gets. And he's like, oh, he did it. Some of those are kind of lame, though.
Oh, yeah.
I remember seeing The Departed, and just towards the beginning of the movie, with his Boston accent, he was just like, what was his name? The Departed. It's like, oh, okay.
Well, at least we know we've got
the name of the movie. Little Easter eggs in there. All the smart people get that. No, but go on. You saw a commercial or something?
Yeah, it was for the new Beetlejuice movie.
Okay, good. I was seriously thought you were going to say like car insurance or something. That's not.
That's everywhere. Yeah, Progressive must have like the fucking budget from hell to make commercials because they're on. No matter what streaming,
it's crazy. That Flo lady must be a millionaire.
Flo.
It's not Ann Flo, but why is her name Flo? It's still kind of weird. I want to Google that sometime too. Like, how much is she worth? How much does she get per commercial?
Yeah, put in the comments. How much?
Ridiculous.
How much is she worth?
Okay, no more car insurance ads.
But yeah, and I was like, you know what? I'm kind of excited, but I'm also the thing that disappoints me about when they redo movies like this, like it's gonna have Jenna Ortega, which I've liked her in Wednesday, everything.
She's already been in 2 major reboots, Scream and Wednesday, and now it's just Reboot City up in here.
Everybody's getting a reboot, but it's gonna have like the original cast. I think Michael Keaton's doing actual Beetlejuice.
Yes, I've heard about that. It's funny because the name of the movie is not Beetlejuice 2. It's called Beetlejuice.
So it makes you wonder if they're setting up for like a fucking third.
Oh yeah, well they set up where a third would, where he comes, puts a boot up your ass.
They have to do it soon.
Because you say it 3 times and he pops up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. It might be good. I heard that Michael Keaton, the actor, he said he wasn't going to join unless it wasn't good. So we'll see.
Well, that's the thing that disappoints me. Was what I was saying. That's what I was thinking. Is what constitutes like a good remake for you? Because I don't like the gimmicky shit. Like we were watching the remake of Mean Girls 2 or whatever, and it was a lot of stuff over and over. I mean, you have to use. It can't be this completely different movie, or it'd be a different movie.
That was a musical, right?
But what?
Mean Girls.
Oh shit! I don't.
No, I think the Reboot was a musical.
Yeah, they did a lot of songs and shit in it, but.
Did you know that going in? Because I've seen some web videos. Well, I've seen 2 actually, where it's just like the groan of the audience when the first song starts. Like no one knew it was a fucking musical. I didn't even know it was coming out really till it was already out.
Yeah.
But it's like, whoa, what? It's a musical? So it's pretty much just High School Musical remake, reboot. Dude, these reboots are getting out of control, but there's still some I'm legitimately excited about. There's the new Blade coming out.
Blade. Who's playing Blade?
I forget his name. He's like Ali. I can't pronounce it, but he's definitely seen him in other stuff. He's in a bunch of stuff.
Because that was Wesley Snipes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be him no more. I don't think he's been anything lately, but
I think he disappeared in Georgia somewhere, like this farm in Georgia, and like got caught for not paying taxes for like so long. I mean, he went through a little.
Yeah, I think he served his time and got out. But
I need to Google.
Fuck it.
Leave in the comments. What's Wesley Snipes up to nowadays?
This sounds pretty cool. Just the new Blade movie. I don't know if it's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but either way, it'll be cool.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
But another thing with vampires, perhaps the biggest reboot. You could say the biggest reboot of all reboots, is the Nosferatu movie. This is like a reboot, you could say, of one of the first horror movies ever made. One of the earliest movies, made 100 years ago. A silent movie about this creepy fucking vampire guy. So they're remaking that, and I hope it's good. See, that's a reboot. I'm like, dude, I hope it's good. I wish you success, guys.
Yeah, for real.
It's hard to make vampires scary nowadays, you know? Because you got these pussies from Twilight, you got the Lost Boys, you got Daybreakers where the entire society's vampires. It's hard to actually make a scary vampire.
Not the Lycans who was on the Evo World or some shit. What was that?
Which one?
Kate Basingale or something.
Oh, Underworld?
Yeah, it's Lycans or something. Or
that was werewolves and vampires and all that shit. Yeah. It's just hard to make that scary nowadays. I hope that this Nosferatu reboot, 100 years later, I hope it's good. I hope maybe it can make vampires scary again, because this was one of the first ever horror movies.
Yeah. I hope so.
Say, even though it was silent, so there's no crazy music playing ah! Like that, just whoa shit. But still, it is kind of creepy looking. He's just in his weird bat cave, but he's a vampire, not Batman.
You know what the one I love the most, and actually wouldn't mind seeing, I think would be a good remake, is Interview with the Vampire.
They already did that into a crappy show. And I don't know if it's successful or not. I think it's still on.
Well, damn.
It's Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah.
Not a vampire.
Well, for the movie or for both?
Well, for both.
Oh.
That's been one of those Mandela effect things. It's been an interview with the vampire the whole time.
Yeah, Interview with a Vampire.
I've seen it once. It's a good movie. It's not meant to be scary, not really.
No, but it kind of plays in it being more of a romanticized, you know what?
Yes, exactly.
I've got to find somebody that I can feed off of.
Exactly.
Or you're living forever and you've been through 80 wives already.
Yeah,
feel infinitely
kind of dull, just hanging out with Tom Cruise.
It's infinite
for hundreds of years.
Infinite loneliness.
Mm-hmm.
So
creatures of the dark. That's why vampires, they gone extinct hundreds of years ago, dude. But hell, I'm excited for this Nosferatu movie. It's starring this guy Bill Skarsgård, or I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. So he played Pennywise in the It reboots.
Oh, okay.
And he's also playing the main character in the Crow reboot.
The Crow?
Which I actually just heard about this. And I was even more shocked to learn it's coming out in a week or so. Whoa, where did this come from? I must have missed the news for that, or just been in disbelief.
It'll never.
Or maybe they kept production under wraps, so people wouldn't speculate and talk shit that somebody's gonna get killed. Because of course, the last movie, Bruce Lee's son got killed
I was going to ask who was in the last one. Wasn't it Brandon Lee?
Brandon Lee, yes.
Yeah.
He got killed from a
blank
gun. It was like too close to his head or something.
Fucking Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Doing his thing.
Yeah, so maybe they would have kept keeping the production under wraps in case someone got killed. But he's another actor, actress, whatever, who's in like a bunch of reboots, man. Just reboot this, reboot that. Reboot hit me with the wiffle ball bat. Speaking of that, there's a Little Nicky reboot, and
Little Nicky,
sequel.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, the sequel. I hope it's as good as the first, but it's not. But I'm still gonna be.
It's gonna be, yeah. You know what? I'll be watching it. I won't go to the theaters or anything, but
I will say I'm seeing another Matrix coming out. In my opinion, that last one was terrible, dude. Part of it was a little too on the nose. They were talking about making this video game and developers rushing it because the fan base wants it so bad. Yeah. And they're just like kind of talking about, you know, they're comparing it to the production company, pretty much pressuring this Wachowski brother or sister now to make another Matrix movie, and it was terrible. It sucked balls.
You know, you got to kind of think about, imagine being one of these producer guys, and the last movie sort of flopped, and now you got some guy in there who they probably don't want to end something like that, just in case there's not another one. And I was like, well, you know what, that one kind of sucked. We want to do another one that we've got a better idea.
Yeah.
So you come to this guy and say, no, I know that one sucked, but this next one I got planned, it's not. It's not going to suck.
This one's the good one.
I've been waiting on this one.
There's certain reboots that I'm always down for, like Batman, Superman. They're already making a Jurassic World. I don't know if it's a sequel, but it's just called Jurassic World now. Like, why? Why? It seems like Hollywood doesn't want to take chances on new storylines, so they rehash the old ideas.
I wonder for some of them, they sit there and think, like, hey, you know what? Damn, how do you work? Like, I wish... Like, there's some movies, like the beginning Jaws. Yeah, what if they remade Jaws now? Because I'd love to... If they had the technology then. But then, like,
they would just...
As the technology...
It would be CGI and not even, like, a physical object, which would be kind of lame. That's why it looked cool, because it was, like, a big physical object, and just like the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. 1994. That was like a golden year for 90s kids. Jurassic Park, Lion King, Shawshank Redemption.
Terminator?
That wasn't 94, but maybe it was. But all those three movies came out in the same year. That's like gold. It's golden. Classics. And yeah, speaking of classics, these Disney reboots just need to fuck off, dude. That's my opinion. Granted, though, I haven't seen any of them. Have I seen any of them? If I did, I can't remember because they probably sucked. The Lion King, no, dude. And now they're doing a Mufasa one.
Oh, really?
I just don't agree. Like, they don't want to do anything original now. And that's pretty lame, Hollywood. Shame on you and your cokehead ways. They just want the money.
That's all they want. To squeeze every fucking dime out of us.
But
I know.
I still think when they know they got to bring the quality back, the feel, and they can get away with a good reboot.
Yeah.
Like Star Wars The Force Awakens, I think this highlighted a big problem with the industry. They made Star Wars Force Awakens. It was huge success, crazy success. They were like, holy shit, we gotta crap out another one as soon as possible. They made the second one only 2 years later. I mean, at least George Lucas wrote it all at once and knew the whole idea. So they got another director, another writer to come up with a new one. He's like, oh, and this one, Luke Skywalker's like...
Rob Schneider's going to turn into a carrot.
Well, they made it like Luke Skywalker's going to be this hermit living alone in a cave, and he doesn't want to do anything or be cool anymore. It's like, wow, that's so original and risky. We'll go for it, and it turned out to be failure. It turned out to be a failure. And
we're going to highlight the masturbation years. Alone in them.
And then, of course, the third one that came out, I think it was just too soon. They could have done better. They should have taken their time more. And now they're already rebooting it again. The same girl is going to be in 3 new ones, and like, why?
Yeah, it might be a little. They're squeezing that turnip about as hard as they can.
Disney's like the king of reboots right now.
And I want to see more like DreamWorks type movies. They've had some pretty good ones.
What do they do?
But not enough. You know, like Inside Out. Did you ever see that?
No, is that?
I mean, it's not like really recent, but I figured.
Is it like a kids movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's probably why I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only kids movie from this millennia I've seen is Up. Like
okay. Something like that, like the animation
everything
like
else
that.
For me is 90s.
But that type of animation.
90s gold.
It was a huge decade.
Yeah, it was.
Well,
that's the worst part. Like, we're just in an era of reboots, rehashes, requels, sequels.
prequels.
It's
like, isn't there one coming out that it's before?
Requel, sequel, prequel, yeah. Yeah, it's all...
It's like Eminem.
They're just coming up with everything. I just...
You know, what are some that you have, like, that you consider? Like, for me... Like, I can't even think of it right now.
Well, the new Game of Thrones prequel's pretty good.
Yeah,
Season
I did like
2's
that.
about to come out. It looks cool. That's a suggestion I have. Maybe they should just find more content from books.
Oh!
There's a lot of books that have been written, you know?
Yeah. But I was thinking
of... find more content from authors, like, doing these, like, suspense novels, science fiction novels.
Yeah.
That would be cool. And I think some of it's happening, but, like, mainstream, it's all just rehashed stuff. I want it to be good, but...
Well, let's see, wasn't that the debacle with, like, Harry Potter or whatever? Debacle.
Oh yeah, they want to fucking restart that. I think that Daniel Radcliffe was like, no, I'm not going to be in it. I think that's what he said. I don't think he was expecting to be, but I guess.
Yeah.
He's
like, you know what? I was treated like a kid by everybody for like 20 years of his life.
Yeah.
Little boy Danny. What do they call him, Danny, on the set? What's up, Danny?
Potter. I remember reading those books in like 5th grade, and it was huge. Huge. And we even got my 5th grade teacher to start reading them. You know, the teacher the teacher split us off into groups and just named each group, like the House, Gryffindor, Slytherin, all that.
Yeah.
And we would do these trivia every Thursday and Friday. And I was in Gryffindor. And it was just like the books, kind of. Like, we were always winning the trivia. My group, Gryffindor.
Mm-hmm.
But Slytherin, sometimes they would win. Sometimes they would sneak up and, like, win the trivia games. And they would get free food and stuff. Just like the books, like Gryffindor's dominant, Slytherin's those little shit bastards that are like really dangerous. And the other houses ain't shit. Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, like, what are they even for?
Yeah, what are they even fucking here for?
I'm sure J.K. Rowling's explained some of it. But yeah, I read the first 4 books in like 5th, 6th grade. It was awesome. So I was really excited for the movies. And I think they need to work on more of that, like basing movies off books. I mean, hell, Twilight was terrible, but at least it was successful. Or at least the first one was.
Oh, I mean, I think it was all 3.
Yeah. It already had the fan base. Same with Hunger Games. I only seen the first one. It's all right.
But the Hunger Games?
But yeah, but still, it was successful. It like was creative content.
I think I've collectively seen all 3 of them. Maybe not
I think there's
all
like
of
4
them at the same time.
Well, I guess the third one's broken into 2.
But I heard there was a new one coming out of.
Yeah, it's probably a prequel.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Another one I'm excited for is Alien Romulus, the new Aliens. This other writer, apparently that's another thing too, these other writers just completely take over. There's like no relation at all to the other one, except that I've seen the movie a million times, I love it, I'm going to write my own and bring it to Hollywood.
You know, I kind of like them, actually.
What?
But they kind of just change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But,
hopefully it'll be good. But I say when they reboot Jaws, we're dead. Like, we might as well just bury our heads in the
dead
sand.
as a society.
They can't reboot
This is
Jaws.
what you brought us to.
You can make any shark movie, but you can't reboot Jaws, people. Fair warning to Hollywood.
I remember when I was about around 4-ish. I mean, one of my earliest memories I can think of. Or remember. But we went to some sort of, like, it was like some vacation spot, maybe like a SeaWorld or something. There was just 3D. They were showing Jaws 3D. I remember, if I'm 4, this is like 1982, 1983, somewhere around there, 4 or 5 years old. And, yeah, they were showing a 3D version of Jaws. I'm sitting there, and then I'm freaking the fuck out, and then my mom's like, okay, well, let's just take your glasses off. I took the glasses off. Okay, good idea. I took them glasses off. That shit was still going. I was like, they had to walk me outside, and they said, all right, let's go back in and try it again. They kept just dragging my ass in there. I'm like, that's all I remember of that whole trip. It's going. I guess it's a fucking core memory. If you're talking about inside out.
Core memory.
That was a core memory. Yeah, that scarred in.
Being terrorized by a shark in 3D. That reminds me of Marty McFly when he goes to the future and he sees the holographic shark. Like, oh shit!
Oh yeah, that shit goes.
It's like, yeah, it's just the 3D hologram, bro.
Do you ever think you'd react like that if it's like you saw some like 3D shit like that and you're like, I mean, that looked pretty fucking real.
If I was from like 50 years ago, maybe.
That's something I always wanted to do. Is bring somebody. I might have said this before. Bring somebody from like the past, like let's say Albert Einstein. Not Albert Einstein, but
Tesla.
Yeah,
no, I don't know any of those fucking people.
Like Ben Franklin, pop up like Bill and Ted's. That'd be another good remake. I think didn't they do the one actually?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I mean,
there's just so many.
I know. It's only so much time.
I got only so much energy to watch reboots. I'd rather watch.
I'm on my 15th reboot today, damn it. But fuck, what was I even talking about?
You were talking about reboots.
Yeah.
I was just thinking. Core memories. Those.
Yeah. So yeah. Locked in.
The thing is, we just need to accept that everything's getting shittier now. Everything's getting shittier. Lower your expectations, and you'll be satisfied. I think that's what I did for the Christmas Story sequel. I got drunk and my expectations were really low. I really enjoyed that movie. I liked how most of the movie took place in a bar, and they're just fucking around. Like, this movie's awesome, dude. I seriously was drunk when I saw it. I was just like, this movie rocks.
Yeah.
Christmas Story 2. Yeah. Let's write some scripts. Let's write a reboot for the Prince of Persia movie.
Actually, I did write part of the script when I was in college in New York.
Screenwriting, playwright.
Yeah, playwriting, yeah.
You should make a reboot of that John Carter movie, the sci-fi movie. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
Make a reboot of the biggest box office failure at Waterworld. Make them
Waterworld,
reboot Waterworld. Even really film it in the ocean so it's complete hell and chaos.
Yeah.
That was so cool when I saw that movie. Apparently Steven Spielberg and everyone was like, dude, you gotta film this in a tank. You can't film this on the ocean. And he did anyway. When he arrived to this set, it was completely trashed. And everyone was pissed off. And like, yeah, he's right. I should have fucking filmed it in a tank, bro.
Yeah, well, I think it was pretty expensive too.
You know, I also take the video game reboots seriously now. That's becoming a thing. And it's becoming, like, very mainstream now, just like the comic books to movies and shows now. We got, Sonic
the Hedgehog.
The Last of Us, pretty good show.
Yeah, love that one.
I'm looking forward to season 2 in however many years from now. Another 8 or 10 episodes in 3 years. That's another thing with these shows. It just comes too fucking slow. Gotta find lots of...
Yeah, you're right about that. Like, me and my wife would watch the show Outlander.
Outlander!
Every day I watch it, and she liked the dude, and I liked the chick. So we both like, oh yeah, we go back in time. But,
let's make love after this.
let's go make love and a bit of hay and horse shit. But,
Outlander.
But yeah, then it got to a point like, oh yeah, next season. It's like, oh, 6 months, okay. When's the next season? Oh, 1.2 years.
Yeah.
And then it just, it started taking way too long. Like, we didn't forget what the hell even.
Yeah, I learned my lesson from that with Game of Thrones. Big cliffhanger season. And I'm like, dude, it's another year and a half till the next one. I need to just forget about it and find a bunch of garbage to watch. So I started watching reboots. No, just kidding.
That's what got me here.
That's my consensus on reboots. Some are good, some are bad. I only want to see the good ones.
Yeah. I want to see...
That's my intelligence.
Another, like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre or something.
Nah.
Actually, I think Rob Zombie's supposed to be... I think he's putting out a movie soon.
Rob Zombie. Rob Zombie.
If that really is your last name, Mr. Zombie.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his. I loved the zombie song. Zombie, 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 air, air.
It was a silent Rob. Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie. Yeah, he can reboot another horror movie. Why not? Good luck. Best of luck to him.
Well, I like some of them. I like we did. They redid like The Conjuring. I think they're doing another Friday the 13th movie, maybe.
Nah.
Or Nightmare on Elm Street, maybe.
Why? Why?
I don't know. Nostalgia.
Stephen King's written like 20 books in the past 20 years. Like, find another movie he can do. And stop just rebooting shit.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, John Farmer, James Wilson, if you're still watching, hit subscribe. You made it this far. Keep it going. Keep us alive. And we'll see you.
Give us some love.
Hell yeah. And peace.